Perhaps you might wish to, because many of us wouldn't be familiar with this style.
Yeah.
Perhaps you might just like to flesh out a little bit, because if I look at it, inside I'm seeing the text of John, and then I'm seeing a few notes.
Yep.
It's not asking questions.
No, that's a good point.
How does it actually work when you're sitting with someone? How does the conversation get going?
Well, first of all, this was turned down by one Christian publisher because it didn't just do questions. Can I just explain why? See, we're used to people who come into church who are effectively saying to you inside church, I'm interested enough about Christianity for you to sit me down, to show me a Bible, and to ask me questions about what I believe, to help draw me out in my belief. Okay? Well, I'm not doing that. I'm walking out to my friends who are simply going, I'm not at peace, and I've said to myself, one day I must have a look at the Bible because it's probably the only book that holds some answers. So what we have come up with is a format which is extremely simple. It does not put you on the spot. What it actually does is it gives, at the end of each study, the passage that if you were in church, you would have had at the start of you'd have had in the service, wouldn't you? But I quickly clocked that if I went out and gave my friends John 1 to 18, for example, to read, they were glazing over by line 2 or 3, because this was completely new to them. So all that we've done is deconstructed this so that we give it an introduction, and I'm going to do this with you in a minute, and then a few verses, and the points that actually come up from those few verses. If we express it as a question, we always give the answer, because I don't have the right to ask my friend who's not saying they're interested in Christianity, what do you believe? 1 in 100, I reckon, and if that, frankly, would say to me, no, don't tell me the answer. Let me put my hand over the answer. Let's work this out. They don't want that today. Today's society is a Google age. You know, we're used to going to our computer screens in the privacy of our homes and actually turning on Mr. Google and asking a question, even though it might be a dumb question, and only Mr. Google knows. Okay? Well, that's actually what this does. It actually sets up the question, but it gives the answer. Once I've seen what the answer is, then I'm in a position that actually, as a non-Christian, I can discuss it with you. But at least I know what the answer is.